You know, when I tell people I still drive at 92, they look at me like I've just announced I'm going to the moon. But here's the truth. I haven't had so much as a cold in 30 years, and it's not luck. It's habit. Hi there, I'm your name, and today I'm sharing the 5 simple things I've done every single day since my 60s to stay healthy, sharp, and behind the wheel. No magic pills, no extreme diets, just practical everyday choices. Let's start with the first 2. First up, eat the rainbow. And I don't mean Skittles. For decades, I've filled my plate with as many colorful fruits and veggies as possible. Think deep greens like spinach and kale, bright oranges like carrots and sweet potatoes, and rich reds like tomatoes and bell peppers. Why? These foods are packed with antioxidants that fight inflammation, the silent troublemaker behind so many age-related issues. But here's my secret. I don't stress over perfection. Some days it's a big salad. Other days it's vegetable soup from the freezer. The goal? Just get the colors in. Even a handful of blueberries on oatmeal counts. Now, here's a habit most folks overlook. Hydrate like it's your job. I drink water all day long, not just when I'm thirsty. Dehydration sneaks up on us as we age, causing fatigue, joint pain, and even confusion. But I'll let you in on a trick. I start my morning with a warm glass of water and lemon. It wakes up my digestion and sets the tone for the day. And if plain water feels boring, add cucumber slices, mint, or a splash of cranberry juice. Herbal teas count too. Your skin, brain, and joints will thank you. Here's the thing. These habits aren't complicated, but they require consistency. I've kept a food journal for 40 years, not to count calories, but to make sure I'm getting enough variety. You don't need to write a novel. Just jot down what you eat for a week. You'll spot patterns like, I haven't had a green vegetable in 2 days, and adjust. Small tweaks, big results. Now, let's talk about movement. No, I don't run marathons, but I never sit still for too long. Every hour I get up and stretch, walk to the mailbox, or even dance to a Sinatra song while washing dishes. The key? Gentle, frequent motion. Sitting is the new smoking, they say, and I believe it. My rule? If the kettle's boiling, I'm moving. Simple calf raises while waiting for tea, shoulder rolls during the news. It all adds up. Your body is meant to move, not gather dust. These first 3 habits, eating color, hydrating, and moving often, are the foundation. They're not glamorous, but they work. And guess what? The last 2 might surprise you. One involves a daily ritual I've done since 1952, and the other, let's just say it's all about laughter. Now, let's talk about my daily ritual, the one I've sworn by since Eisenhower was president. Every morning, rain or shine, I sit on this porch for 10 minutes and do absolutely nothing. Well, not nothing. I listen to the birds, feel the sun on my face, and just breathe. Some folks call it mindfulness. I call it giving my soul a tune-up. Studies say stress is a silent killer, especially as we age, and this habit, it's my armor. No fancy apps, no mantras, just stillness. Try it tomorrow. Sit with your coffee and let your mind wander like a lazy river. You'll be amazed how it sharpens your focus and dials down the noise. But here's the kicker. This ritual isn't just about me. It's about showing up fully for the people I love. When my granddaughter calls to vent about her job, I'm not distracted, I'm present. When I'm behind this wheel, I'm calm and alert. Stress clouds judgment, and at 92, I need every brain cell firing. Now, Let's get to the habit that's kept my laugh lines deep and my heart light. Seek joy like it's hidden treasure. I make it a point to laugh, really laugh, every single day. Not just polite chuckles, but belly laughs that make my cheeks hurt. How? I watch old comedy reruns, swap silly stories with my great-grandkids, or even read the comic section. Laughter isn't just medicine. It's a survival tool. It lowers blood pressure, boosts immunity, and, bonus, it's free. Take this picture here, my 85th birthday. My grandson surprised me with a kazoo band, and I laughed so hard I nearly toppled the cake. Moments like that stick with you. But joy doesn't have to be grand. It's in the small stuff. A grandchild's doodle, a neighbor's gossip, or even a pun so bad it's good. My rule, if it doesn't spark joy, I let it go. Life's too short for grumpy neighbors or grumpy thoughts. Here's the secret. Joy and purpose are twins. That bird feeder, it's not just for the sparrows, it's my excuse to move, to watch life flutter by, and to feel useful. Find your bird feeder. Maybe it's tending house plants, writing letters to old friends, or baking pies for the church bake sale. The goal isn't to be busy, it's to be alive. These two habits, stillness and joy, might seem simple, but they're the glue that holds everything together. They're why I'm still driving, still puttering in my garden, and still cracking jokes at family reunions. And you know what? They're why I plan to blow out 100 candles on my birthday cake, with a little help from my great-grandkids, of course. Now I've shared my 5 habits, but here's the truth. They're just the beginning. The real magic? It's in your hands. So grab that glass of water, turn on a comedy, and let's toast to the next chapter. Now, let's tie all these habits together, because it's not about checking boxes, it's about weaving them into the tapestry of your days. You might think, but I'm not 92 yet. Does this even apply to me? Let me tell you a story. When I turned 70, I met a woman named Clara at the grocery store. She was 95, sharp as a tack, and she told me, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is today. That stuck with me. Whether you're 60, 75, or 90, it's never too late to start. Let's recap those 5 habits just to keep 'em straight. Eat the rainbow, hydrate like it's your job, move gently but often, carve out daily stillness, and chase joy like it's gold. Simple? Yes. Easy? Not always, but here's the thing. You don't have to do them perfectly. Some days I forget my water. Some days I grumble at the news, but I always come back to these anchors. They're my compass, not my cage. And here's the unspoken 6th habit. Love deeply. Stay connected to the people who make your heart sing. My grandkids, they keep me young, not because they're spry, but because they remind me to play, to wonder, to live. Call a friend, hug a neighbor, write a letter to someone who needs it. Love isn't just good for the soul. It's good for your blood pressure, your immune system, and your will to keep going. So what's next for you? Maybe today you'll swap that soda for herbal tea, or maybe you'll sit quietly for 5 minutes and watch the clouds. Small steps, friends. That's how I've made it to 92. And if you're sitting there thinking, but I've got aches, pains, a bum knee, join the club. My knees creak like an old rocking chair, but I still dance. Adapt, don't quit. Use a cane if you need it, but keep moving. I want to hear your story. What's one habit you'll start, or one you've already mastered? Drop a comment below. Your words might be the nudge someone else needs to take that first step. And if this video brought you hope, do me a favor, hit that like button, and if you haven't yet, subscribe. Let's build a community that proves aging isn't about decline, it's about thrive. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a sunset to chase and a grandkid who's begging for driving lessons. Remember, darlings, the road doesn't end at 70, 80, or 90. It just gets richer. Here's to your health, your joy, and the miles still ahead.